So, let's start the action one time. Now, we are inside VP Records, and inside VP Records, we have someone who's one of my darling, one of my good friends that I love dearly. You'll see it.
Why are you so?
My Bajan queen.
Can you not change?
You know how it
All
is
you
to
can do is change your clothes,
no,
that's it?
no. Good afternoon.
Good
first of all.
afternoon.
Mwah. No, start.
Yes.
You know how hard it is for a man like me, hold on, to keep my composure when I'm in the presence of greatness. Oh my God. Pull it together. Right.
Control it.
And scene.
Scene. There you go.
Good. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
How have things been with Miss Alison Hines? I know. Congratulations once again on the successful event for Luma as well.
Thank you.
Don't put out how they want.
Thank you.
We continue the love.
Yes.
Congratulations as well with the brand new song, Go Girl. We want to know what has been going on with Miss Alison Hines. We've been seeing you tearing things up all over social media. As we call some, I was
some.
Well, you're some. I was I real some. You're out there some. Been doing fantastic interviews as well. I saw the interview on the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And that's what we're talking about, to know that the part of the culture, the Caribbean culture, is being recognized on that international level. It's been something that we've been fighting for, we've been pushing for ever since. And we're going to talk about all those things today, but before I move further, I have a surprise for today.
A surprise?
I think I will cheer it.
A surprise?
You know when it comes to Lurbz, we don't do basic.
No.
Okay, let's spell that with
No,
basic.
we ain't regular.
We ain't regular. We tried that and we didn't like it.
Nah. We ain't about regular things.
We didn't know that.
We ain't about that life.
We ain't about our life.
No.
Is that Trini Bajan?
Yes. There you go.
It's a Caribbean thing.
That's how it goes.
Welcome to our family. But yes, so tell us, what's been going on with Miss Alison Hines?
Well, I finally had the opportunity to break out, and be here in the US and listen. Yes. No, it's. I can honestly say that I am very thankful that I've had the opportunity not only to be here but to be working and to be progressing and continuing to grow my brand, which is what it's about. It's about, and of course being able to entertain people, which is listen,
it's beautiful.
How awesome it has been to be in front of a live audience that is giving you that energy. Oh my gosh.
My first time when I came out and I touched the stage, it was so overwhelming. I got so many butterflies. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I can imagine you. Yeah. That feeling was probably out of this world.
It absolutely was.
Someone asked me about so you're just going back out and do what you do? I'm like, because we work from passion, and when it's from passion, when you miss that feeling of that interaction, you see what you just said there, the energy. We feed off of energy.
Correct.
You feed off of energy.
Correct. Absolutely.
On a whole different level, to know that crowd is giving you that energy, and you take it and you push it right back out to them.
Exactly. So there's nothing like that. So I'm very, very thankful right now.
How has the pandemic been for you? Let's talk about
that. To be very honest, it's been quite challenging. It has been challenging during the bulk of that year and a half, especially in the early parts of it, those first few months when everything just kind of shut down. Everything shut down, not kind of shut down. Everything shut down. There was no timeline for it.
A lot of people turn to entertainers to entertain,
exactly,
but not worry about what we have been through. And I can imagine for you as a queen, as a stonewall in the business, knowing that you've made this your entire life.
And I had some low times during that time. You know, there was times when I consciously had to do my best to kind of keep myself buoyant, to keep myself lifted, to keep the positivity, because you know, it was like, how are we gonna continue this? Like, how am I gonna be able to do what I love? This is one of my passions. This is something that has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And it's like, how am I gonna be able to continue? How am I gonna be able to continue to contribute to my family, even from that point of view? And I mean, from when you talk about men and being that provider and that breadwinner and all of that, as a woman and as an independent woman, and in the situation that I'm in, I've been self-employed and working for myself for a long time. And so being in that position of not being able to help to provide was I was really, really challenging. I mean, my husband, he stepped up and he was like, listen, I can carry whatever I need to, you know, to make sure that we are, you know, still kept afloat. And I appreciated that. But you know, it was still a struggle within myself for me to, because I'm not.
You're not accustomed.
I am that type of. I am that type of girl. You know what I mean? I am the type of girl that want to be kept and want to be. You know, I want to be out there doing my thing and enjoying what I do, but also making money and being able to help to support the family. You know, so that was definitely a challenge on my part.
That I can imagine. I know a lot of people that went through a lot of mental breaks because of that same thing about knowing that you've been providing, you've been helping out, and it didn't slow down, it literally stopped.
Correct.
It took a mental toll on a lot of people. So that's where my next question comes from. Let's talk about your creative space. Now, we are creatives. You're a creative.
Correct.
You normally go to fly the world.
Right.
You get creative from seeing people, seeing things, and you're now confined in a four walls, where Barbados itself was in the pandemic, where the curfew were there, the fear of COVID itself.
Correct.
There's so much things. Where did you get your creative juices to put you back in that frame of mind to do and continue doing what you love?
Well, for the better part of the year, of the first year of the pandemic, I actually kind of took a step back, and I was like, okay, I am ready to. I wasn't in that space to be able to create. I know there were other creatives who used that time to say, you know what, let me just get into that mode and so on. I wasn't in that particular mode at that point in time because I just wasn't feeling it, and that's how I was feeling.
That's how it is.
But I was taking the time to be able to reconnect with family, especially with my daughter. She's a teenager, and teenagers are, you know, up and down all over the place. And our relationship has improved by leaps and bounds, by me just being home, by her being home, and
school's out and everything.
I think us and doing distance learning. So, you know, we had the opportunity kind of to like reconnect on another level. Like, I hadn't been doing her hair for like years, and she just decided, you know, she would wash her hair. She was like, Mom, you could plait my hair in singles for me, please. I'd be like, sure. So I would, and the thing is, she likes when I oil her scalp, she likes for me to give her like a scalp massage, which I love personally myself. So I would give her a scalp massage for like 20 minutes, and then she'd be like, so you're done? I'm like, really? And I would plait up her hair, and we would watch a show together, and I'd be plait, and that has been like part of our reconnect, and just kind of spending time together and talking and you know, doing just mother-daughter stuff. That has been an absolute blessing. That has been a blessing. I can
only imagine. You've been touring, you've been flying the world, always on the go. Your daughter and seeing you, she will be saying, Mommy, home on. And I know school, so you know what? I'm going to absorb, I'm going to take full advantage. But that was the bitter, sweet part about the pandemic. A lot of people took the time to connect with family I even took the time to connect with my family so much. So I mean, it was a bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
And yes, the pandemic took a toll on you mentally when it comes to the creative part of it, but it brought you closer to something that is more valuable.
Absolutely.
Family.
Absolutely.
So we have so much to talk about.
Yes.
We have so much to talk about.
Yes, we
In
do.
the meantime, let me walk and talk because I am inside VP Records.
Yes.
You're inside VP Records.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Normally, we live in a digital world, so everything online. But to know that we're in here,
We actually physically
in a record store,
in a record store.
not any record store, to it.
VP.
We're in VP Records.
Yes.
I want to hear some of your favorites. Give us some of your favorites. I'm seeing some big names here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, Brother Bob, for sure.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
Like, come on. Like, you can.
It is so much.
You know, it's Bob.
Next is son Damien.
You know, you got Jacob Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's foundation artists. You know, not only for reggae but for the Caribbean. You know what I mean? I remember as a kid growing up in England, my dad had the Exodus album, Bob Marley's Exodus album, and that was one of the albums that was in like every Caribbean home wherever they were, you know what I mean? Just to kind of to keep that connection.
I can imagine how that was like. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about when Bob Marley was around. You were like coming up in that. I wasn't born yet. But
I was a kid.
I always heard these stories. I was always fascinated because you know life back then was way easier than what it was now, and I showed so much inspiration came from they paved the way. So tell me some of your favorites.
Well, of course, Bob.
For sure.
Bob he's perennial. See, look. Exodus.
And the Wheelers, boy. Bob Marley and the Wheelers. I'd love to be on that
time. There's some Barrington Levy here.
My mom, you know one of my best memories as a child growing up? My mom had a friend that came in from Barbados twice a year. And he used to always come with CDs.
Okay.
And bring perfume. So that's what. So that's what was my first introduction with Barbados.
Right.
Because he used to speak. He was heavy Barbados. Right. Like the Bajan accent.
Right.
And he used to always come with albums and sit down and talk about what's been going on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So seeing these things here, like it's real nostalgic for me.
Right. Because you're much younger than I am.
No, but on that I have to be standing next to you. Yeah. I don't know. Room.
You have no sense in it.
Room.
God.
I took at the boot.
Why? Leave room now. Hello. Leave him alone.
Yeah. She fight. Let me go because I will get one bad in here. Let me walk. Let's walk and talk. Room, let's get my room. I'll catch you home or no.